Go there, go here, go everywhere. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Roman Shersher with your #1 online resource for buying property. This week's Buy, Invest, Sell weekly update. Today, got very interesting things to go over. 6 weeks ago, I told you that every mortgage rate dropped, and I told you why it could be reversed. It reversed. The 30-year fix went from 6.53 to 6.81. Every single loan type is back up. Same reason they fell. The Iran peace deal cracked, oil ticked up, rates followed. I'm Roman Shersher, your weekly buy, invest, sell update. This is the fastest 12 minutes in real estate. Today, the rate snapback, Fannie Mae's new predictions, why California sales are rising anyway, and our Venice spotlight with the lovely Liana. Let's go. All right. First thing we're going to discuss, there we go, the mortgage rates. So all 6 loan types rose since June 26th, since the last time we did this. I called this in June. The rate drop was built on a very fragile peace deal, and it fell apart. It frayed. The 30-year jump, 30-year mortgage jumped almost a third of a point in this last month. Huge. The bottom already happened. And if you didn't get it locked in, it may be, you may not be for a little while. All 6 loan types rose. 30-year fix went from 6.53 to 6.81. FHA went from 6.07 to 6.37, 30 basis points. The VA went from 6.09 to 6.39, 30 basis points. The driver, as I mentioned, renewed U.S.-Iran tensions. They lifted oil and bond yields. Plus, the Fed is very hawkish. It's been a very hawkish June by the Fed. Rates did tick down slightly on July 24th. Today, they went down just a little bit. So maybe it's short-term noise, maybe we don't know what it is. But it's not something that's going to be the start of a trend, not until something serious happens in Iran. Reminder, before we went into Iran, we finally broke down past 6%. Rates were at literally a 5.99% average right before we entered and invaded Iran, and then shot up, and now we are at 6.81%. Next in the news, anchored to this number, Fannie Mae now sees that the 30-year should be near 6.4 through the year end. So they're not seeing a huge drop back below 6% either. They think it should be about 6.3% in early 2027. So in other words, stop waiting for the 5 point anything. It's not coming back this year. Focus on the actual product and the negotiation of the actual deal as opposed to waiting for these rates to drop. It's not going to happen. It could happen. What's the likelihood of it happening? Very, very small at this point. Pending sales went down 2.2% for the last 4 weeks ending July 12th. Because of these higher rates. The higher rates bit, and it's causing these problems. Inventory, to offset, inventory also keeps rising. Affordability is slowly improving. Really right now the market is a move when the math works. Find the right property, negotiate the right deal. That's what you're going to see right now. You have great opportunities out there that you're not going to see when these rates fall. So you're waiting foolishly. Winners negotiate on the price and concessions, not on the rate. Marry the house, date the rate. That's what I've always said. So what actually happened in June? The headline nobody's expecting and nobody was seeing coming. Even as the rates climbed, California sales went up. They went up about 6% from a year ago. Buyers here decided the waiting game was over, even though Iran slowed things down a little bit. The sales went up slightly here in Southern California. California as a whole. So California's single family sales are at 279,880 annualized. That's about up 4.1% over May. We're up 6.6% year over year, as I mentioned. The statewide median is 904,640. That's down 2.8% from May's record, but that's because sales over $1 million slowed down. They fell from 38.5% of the mix down to 36.9%. And so that's why the median price went down a little bit, because now we're having a higher share of lower price sales. SoCal led the way. Sales in Southern California went up 10.8% year over year. Our median is now 900,000. LA County is 910,370, up 8.6% month over month. The reason for that is the other way. We've had in Southern California higher over $1 million sales. And in terms of actual sales number, we're up 6.8% year over year. National numbers is that this year we should hit about 4.09 million sales. Our median nationwide is 440,600, and we're running on a 4.6 month supply, which is a pretty heavy supply. Now, here in Southern California, though, our sales are still anemic. We're known for having over 450,000 transactions a year. Right now, we're on an annualized basis to be at 280,000 for in the whole state. So what advice can I give? Well, for buyers, we have more inventory, we have more negotiation room than even in the spring, which is strange. Usually summer is the hot season where there's not a lot of negotiations. Everyone's out there buying property, trying to get in before their kids go to school. So you can ask for seller paid buy downs. You can ask for concessions. We are getting great deals for our buyers. Get fully underwritten, not just pre-qualified, so you're ready to go. If and when we can negotiate that perfect deal, get ready to go into the market right away. Get ready to go under contract. You can't do that with a pre-qual. That's just a preliminary, pre-approved. That means they're taking a look at your statements. You are a more bankable buyer for a seller. For sellers, today, price to today's rate, not June's. It literally, the market moves month by month, and you have to work with somebody that knows how to look at this and understand how to price it correctly so that you sell quickly. Offer a concession towards the buyer's rate instead of a price cut. Right now, that's hitting their pocketbooks much stronger. It's often cheaper, it's often faster, you get your property closed. Remember, holding the property longer costs you a lot more than giving a little bit more upfront right now. The 1 million plus segment softened, so sharpen your pricing if you're above that amount. All right. Next, let's look at today's spotlight into the amazing city, little local city of Venice, California. What used to be kind of a grungy place has completely turned around. And to tell us a little bit about it, welcome the lovely Liana.
Hello everyone, happy Friday. I am super excited to talk to you guys about Venice, the Venice of America. Quick 30-second history.
Not Italy.
Not Italy. I wish. Quick 30-second history. It was founded by a tobacco millionaire in 1905 as the Venice of America. It had real canals, gondolas, and today what we have is the boardwalk, Muscle Beach, and Abbot Kinney Boulevard.
Abbot Kinney.
One of the priciest, most walkable corridors on the Westside. It's a premium price per square foot over there, and also one of the best food streets ever, especially with these 3 new restaurant openings that I'm going to tell you guys about today. Super excited about Bad Mash Venice coming into town. It's a modern Indian family-run by two brothers by the name of Nicole and Arjun Morendo. This is their third location. They have one in downtown LA. They have one in Fairfax. It was Michelin Bib Gourmand's pick of the year. This one is more upscale. It's opened in late March, and definitely something to order there is their chicken tikka poutine, a modern nod to their Toronto classic. Butter chicken, the Samoas, coconut curry mussels, plus some fine dining plates with a fun fact, lamb neck korma and hamachi crudo, and they also have steak frites. And fun fact, the lamb korma dish was actually developed with the rapper chef Action Brunson's Chumbe dinner series. They have amazing cocktails. The cocktail program there is led by Steve Fountain from Little Prince and Horses. And they have an olive oil washed dirty martini. Definitely something to order when you
That's
go
up
there.
your alley right there.
Yeah, and also you can actually order their famous butter chicken sauce online. Comes in jars. You can order it online from Bad Mash, Venice.
Awesome.
The tasting kitchen is back. Definitely gone through some ups and downs there and the closure with permits and all that earlier on. But it is back. It just opened last week with its original chef, Casey Lane. The kitchen now cooks over a charcoal flame with a live fire. And it's a seasonal changing menu, constantly changing house specialties like mackerel and house pastas, along with new fire-driven plates. There's a la carte, and there's also a tasting menu version. And right now it's only open for dinner Wednesdays through Sundays, 5 through 9. But in August, as they pick back up and get its name back in the community, it will be open daily. And then another last and final restaurant opening, exciting, is San Damian. Yes, it goes after the famous Damien, that's already very famous. Coastal Mexican, led by Chef Jesus Chuy Cervantes. It's raw bar, mariscos, ceviches, crunchy fried snacks, and it's a very casual beach setting. So it really feels like you're on the coast of Baja and not Venice.
Awesome. Unfortunately, I've become very hungry, so let's wrap this up.
Yes.
Thank you, Liana, the lovely Liana, for a look into the Venice.
My pleasure. Enjoy.
All right. All right. I'm not going to spend too much time on our mortgage rates because we spent a ton of time explaining exactly where we're at earlier. But just to quickly additionally recap, our 30-year fix went from 6.53 back on June 26 to 6.81. We're up 28 basis points. The 15-year fix went from 6.12 to 6.34, up 22 basis points. The jumbo is up 14 basis points from up to 6.9. 30-year FHA up 30 basis points, and the VA as well. All right. Quote of the day, Louis Glickman, one of the mid-20th century America's most active property owners, really understands real estate better than most. The quote is this: the best investment on earth is earth. What does that mean? Rates, headlines, they move, peace deals crack, rates snap back in a month. All of this stuff goes up and down, but the dirt, the location, that compounds through every cycle. It goes up. If you look at it, we've consistently gone up. Look where our prices are today. Look where affordability is today. If you owned the dirt back in the day, you would be set up and wouldn't have any other financial worries. The best investment on earth is earth, Louis Glickman. All right. The cheap rate window from June already closed, but California buyers are moving anyway. With more inventory and negotiating room than even the spring, now is a right time to move. Move on the math, not the headline. Share it with someone buying or selling, and DM me guide for your free buyer's guide, a book I wrote on how to save tens to hundreds of thousands of dollars on the purchases of a property from someone that's bought hundreds through his career. This is Roman Shersher with your weekly buy, invest, sell update. I really thank you for sticking in with me. Rates snap back, but the prepared are still winning. Stay sharp. See you next week.